And I'm going to first say that my name is Jen Cushman, and I am an empathic intuitive and a Reiki master, energy healer, and angel medium. And this is Soul Star Magic. That's the name of my business. And this is Soul Star Magic, our Magic Mondays. And all of you that are here are my community. So everybody who I've mentioned and said hi to, thank you for being part of the Soul Star Magic community. I appreciate you so much. So before I get started, what I'm going to do is we are going to take a couple of deep breaths together. That allows me to engage my parasympathetic nervous system. And it's also going to allow us to entrain our energy together. By entraining our energy together, then I get to send you the good vibes that I feel on Magic Mondays every day. And you get to send me the good vibes that you feel on Magic Mondays every day. Okay, so that's entraining our energy together. And I do entrainment every time I get ready to do a session on any of you. We do an entrainment, and whether it's a reading or energy work, distance Reiki, this entrainment allows me to be able to go into your energy field and pick up information. So that is psychic information where I'm able to pick it up from you. And then I have the help of my spirit team, my guardian angel, Archie. I've called an Archangel Michael because I always bring him in. I love the big dog, Archangel Michael. And then, of course, my other spirit team of guides and angels who I don't know their names. They're just here. So I've called them in to help as well. So that's the way Magic Mondays works, okay? So let's take our big deep breath together. You ready? I want you to breathe in, full, and then breathe out. Most of the time we do very shallow breathing, which we breathe in our upper chest area. And if you're only breathing in our upper chest area, then we are not engaging our parasympathetic nervous system. P for peace, parasympathetic nervous system is our P for peace, okay? That is our rest and relax part of our nervous system that is so incredibly important. We have that in, we have that when we sleep. We have that when we're digesting our food. We have that with sexual activity. Those are all the things that we do. Meditation, all of those things that bring us down and get us into a state of peace is our parasympathetic. And deep breathing, breathing that goes deeper than your chest into your belly, that is what engages your parasympathetic. Now, Christy, I'm preaching to the choir here, girlfriend, so I want to make sure that you do this with me. The other thing is if we're living in our sympathetic nervous system, which is most of the time, that is our fight, flight, freeze, that is our, that's our stress, and those things. So that's what we want to temper with our parasympathetic, okay? And we can engage both of them. It's amazing. We do it unconsciously. So by breathing, we are consciously doing this, okay? So everybody with me, here we go, ready? Really fill your lungs up with air. And when you breathe out, breathe all the way down into your belly. Okay, breathe in. And you should really feel that belly of yours push out. You really need to bring that breath past your lungs, down into your belly, and push it out. One more time. Awesome. Great job, you guys. Okay, so today is August 8th, right? 8/8 of 2022. So today is really great energy-wise for those of us that love numerology and astrology. Now, I'm not the best with astrology. I follow it. I have a couple of people who I really, really, really trust with astrology. One is my very dear friend, Denise Braun. She's brilliant at it. And another woman named Elizabeth Peru. And she is incredible. She's from Australia and has a global community of intuitives and energy workers and other people who really look to her for astrology. So it is the 8/8 portal, and it is also, today is the master number 22. We have 3 master numbers. I think you know this. It is master number 11, master number 22, and master number 33. So master number 22 is the builder number, okay? and then the 8-8 portal. So if you add 8-8-2022 all together, it adds up to 22. And that's how we get that today is the 8-8 portal with the master number being 22. Got it? Why is that important? It's important because 22 is the master builder number, and 8s are the number of abundance and manifestation. 8s are also the number when you turn on your side. It is also the symbol of infinity, right? So what goes around comes around, karma, infinity, as above, so below, and perfect balance. So infinity is perfect balance, right? So today with the 8-8 portal, we are halfway exactly between winter solstice and summer solstice. So we are really halfway between the year. We have hit the halfway mark of 2022. You guys, can we believe that? Half mark of 2022. Crazy already. So today is a great day to be talking about manifestation. And I am following up on last week's Magic Monday, where my guides and angels, I think I told you I was doing my swim. Oops, hang on, I got to take a drink really quick. Forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm having a little bit of stuff still. So hang on a second. Okay. So last week when I was doing my swim, it turned into a swimming meditation. And my team really wanted to talk to you guys about energy and manifestation. And if you haven't had a chance to see last week's Magic Monday, I would really love to suggest you to go back and rewatch it or watch it, because there was a lot of really powerful channeled information that came in from that. It was pretty cool. Okay. So to follow up today, what I want to do is just a quick review on this. If you didn't see it, I just want to do a quick review. The quick review is everything is energy, right? Everything is energy. Our bodies are energy, everything's made up of energy. Energy is really the key to our world, okay? The next step after understanding that everything is energy is to come into personal awareness. So that means to bring awareness to your life, awareness to your situation, and awareness to your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Now, our conscious mind, our subconscious mind sees, hears, feels, knows, and records everything. It is like a super semiconductor computer. It literally stores all of the information from this life, past life, future lives, all of that kind of stuff. So our subconscious remembers and knows everything, and it stores it. Now, our conscious mind is only able to pick up 126 bits of information. So we get about 2 million bits of information every single second that comes in. Our conscious mind can pick up about 126 bits of it. We think, right? We think we are our conscious mind. That's what we think. We think that what we see is reality. What is happening to us is reality. A tree is a tree is a tree. A table is a table. People are doing yucky stuff in the world. Now, I'm not saying that's not true, okay? That is our reality for sure. But underneath all of that there is energy, okay? Trees are energy, tables are energy, people are energy. The actions, thoughts, and what's going on in the world is all energy. So that is always happening. So that's the first thing. The next thing is awareness. So what we want to do is, because our subconscious mind is always running, always going and always collecting all this information, our conscious mind, it's like fission. It's like literally stream of consciousness. I know you've heard that word a lot in psychology. So it's stream of consciousness. So our conscious mind, the stream of all the stuff that's happening to us, and our conscious mind is we're like a little guy with a net in a river, and we're just kind of dipping our net down, and we're just picking up 126 bits of information at any time. Okay. It's important for you to know that, because what we focus on is what comes back to us. There is scientifically, brain studies, neurologically, neuroscience that really basically proves that we like to be right. Our mind likes to be right. Our mind will find things that make us right. So if we have a belief, or we have a emotion, or we have a thought, or any of that information, and we just want to validate it, our conscious mind will go out there and it will just go into the energy stream and it will pick up the bits of data that helps make us right? So very cool stuff. Love all this, right? So 126 bits is picking that up. So here is how manifestation comes in, okay? So what we focus on is what is mirrored back to us. That is manifestation. What we focus on is mirrored back to us. If we are having a shitty day, then our energy, our chakra system is always transmitting energy and bringing energy back. So if we're having a really shitty, crappy day, we are transmitting energy out there that is kind of crappy and shitty energy. So then our brain, our little stream of consciousness, conscious brain, dips into the pool of energy and says, oh, I guess we're having a shitty day today. Let me mirror more crap back, okay? Now, we do this, you guys, it's not our fault, okay? This is what's really, really important about this work. This stuff is not our fault. This is our subconscious, this is our program, this is our emotional baggage, our limiting beliefs, the way we were raised, our coping mechanisms, our strategies, our processes. All of that stuff is behind there with our 2 million bits of information. And we are just living our lives and we are just doing those things. So this is not our fault. This is what happens, okay? So sometimes we just have crap days and sometimes we have amazing days. What I would like you to be aware of is that our energy is important and our thoughts are important and our conscious mind is important. And what we are noticing, we are aware of is important. Because if we want to shift energy, if we want to shift our thoughts, we can do so in a shift, in an instant, we can do that, okay? Listen, I'm telling you right now, we cannot control what happens to us on a daily basis, okay? We can be in the highest vibration possible. We can be doing everything right. We have balanced our chakras. We have done our meditation. We are eating perfect. We are doing our exercise. We are completely in Pono and in our authentic self, and we have free will. And other people have free will, right? So you guys have free will, spouses have free will, coworkers have free will, children have free will, everybody has free will. So everybody's running their stuff at all time, and we are interacting with each other. So there's a lot of events and a lot of stuff going on all the time. So even if we are doing everything we can to be perfect, right? To be in our highest vibration possible, there's free will, which means stuff is coming at us. So we can't control necessarily the events and the thoughts and the stuff that's coming at us, but we can always, always, always control how we respond to it, right? That is awareness. So awareness is really, really key. So if crap is coming into me and I'm getting frustrated and I'm transmitting frustration energy, or I'm transmitting anger energy, or I'm transmitting that kind of stuff, the universe, which is neutral, is basically saying, well, I guess this is what we're doing today. Let me just make sure this comes back to you. So if I don't want it to come back to me, I can just take a nice, big, deep cleansing breath. I can get out of my sympathetic nervous system, take a big, deep cleansing breath, a belly breath. I can shake it off, right? And then I can choose a different thought. I can just choose a different thought. Now, it's really, really, really hard to do when we are running our stuff and we are in our stuff, and particularly in our emotions, because our emotions are the domain of the subconscious. Our body, running the body functions, is the domain of the subconscious, right? The unconscious mind. All of those things are in the unconscious mind. So awareness is really the key, because awareness is being in our conscious mind. So that's what I want you to know, okay? So everything is energy. Awareness is our conscious mind, awareness in our conscious mind. Now, choosing a different thought, okay? Oh, getting itchy. I wonder if Candy's here. So choosing a different thought, okay? So all of that is really amazing stuff. So the last thing that awareness is key, okay? So the last thing my guides and angels wanted me to tell you today, to follow up on last week's talk and to tie into the 8-8 energy portal today, is that intention. I want to talk to you about intention. So intention is the key that locks it in. Intention is when your subconscious mind brings stuff up, right? It's bringing it up, and then our conscious mind clicks on it. And then, and then we just kind of run our life. And most of us, I would say most of the world, most people are sleepwalking through life. They're going about their daily awake life as if they're asleep. They're going about unaware. They're just running their programming. We're just running what we do every day. We're running our strategies. We're running our, I knew it was you, Candy. I was getting itchy. We're just running our stuff. We're running our life. We're living our life as human beings. So a lot of people are just walking around unaware, right? They're believing that life happens to them instead of life happening for them. So this is the difference. This is the key that I want to talk to you about. This is the difference between being a, walking rain cloud or just a three-dimensional person of thinking that this reality is all there is thinking that life happens to you. When you want to become a manifester, right? When you really want to become somebody who is really creating all of the awesome things that can come into your life, being a manifester is when you realize that life is happening for you rather than to you, and that you can change your thought in an instant, that you can shift your reality with a thought. You can shift your reality with awareness. That's becoming a master manifester. And today is the 8-8 portal of the master number 22. So today, the energy of shift and manifestation is huge, huge, okay? So it's a great day to be talking about this. Intention, like I said, is the key that locks it into place, okay? Intention is when I am aware, so my subconscious has come up, I know my stuff, I know that this is my coping mechanism. I know this is my program. I know this is how I usually react to things. However, I want to make a change. I want to do something differently. I want to do it in a way that is more forward moving for me and more empowering for me, right? That's when you bring it into awareness. And that's when you tell your conscious mind, hey, conscious mind, I want to do something different. I want to run a different strategy. I want to run a different program. I want to change my past so I can have a better present and hopefully a different future, right? That's what I'm talking about right now. That's intention. So intention is the thing that can link your conscious mind to your unconscious mind. And it's so awesome. It's so important. So intention is actually saying out loud. It's beyond a goal. Its intention is saying out loud, I intend. It's forward moving language. It's positive language, not in the not. People love to tell us what the not is. When I ask people what their problem is, people will tell me everything that their problem, the knots of their problem, right? I do. Tell me what your problem is. I don't want to do this. I'm doing this and I don't like this, right? We do the knots. So this is getting out of the negative language, moving into the more empowered forward language, and intending something you want to happen in that very positive language. Okay? Have we got it? You guys, are we good on the teaching so far? Let me know if you can just kind of drop it in. I know you're listening. I know everybody well enough to know that you guys are all listening. When you go quiet, it means you're listening quietly. But if you can just give me a little something just to know that you guys are following, okay? Thank you, just that you're following along. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, to make this language as clear as possible, I'm going to give you a for instance. I'm going to give you a story, because I like to tell stories, right? It's really fun. So I'm going to give you a real life example of how this is going in my life right now. Okay. When I went in November, when I went to my intuitive NLP training, I went there, and of course I learned a lot, loved it so much that I ended up going back for master prac training just, last month, and got that done. But when I went there, one of the things I realized, oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys saw that, but there was just an orb that went by. When I did this, we were really talking about values and intention and goals and all of those kind of things. And one of the things I realized that came into my awareness is I would really like to be a better mother in my listening skills. My daughter at the time was 12. She was going to be 13 in the summer. She's now 13. She is on the cusp of being a teenager. She just started 8th grade, right? So she's going to be going into high school. And, one of the things about teenage years is the drama just gets a little bit bigger, right? They just, those early years of life as a young adult, you're figuring things out. You are totally in conscious mind. You are running your emotions hard and fast, and you are just in the middle of figuring out, learning things. And there is a lot of drama that goes in teenage years. Now, I raised a son before my daughter, and the boys tend to keep quiet about it and they hold it all in, whereas the girls are like, ooh, they just put it all out. So I decided that I wanted to be a better mother and I want to listen better. And that's what I want to do. So I came back with the goal of being better listening skills. Okay, that was it. Now, so I have the goal. The goal is to be, so I have the awareness, right? My subconscious comes up. I realize that one of the things I'm doing is when she comes into me and she starts with her teenage drama, whether it's excited or frustrated or angry or sad or tears, I tend to tense up a little bit because I don't know how long it's coming and I don't know what's coming at me, right? So my body just kind of does one of these and I get a little tense because I'm like, okay, what's happening? What's coming at me? And then she starts talking to me and I interrupt her more than I would like to. And the reason why is she's talking to me, and as she's talking to me, I'm already running my response back to her. And I'm not really doing active listening. I'm not doing it as well as I would like to be. So I define the goal. I want to be a better listener for my daughter. I get the awareness, right? I understand that I'm running some programming. I'm running some emotional baggage that when my daughter comes in, tense, right? So that comes up, that comes from my unconscious mind, comes to my conscious mind, I get awareness. Now that I have awareness and a little bit of training, I decide that I want to set a new goal. My new goal is I want to listen to my daughter better, okay? So then I have to define that goal, right? So I'm defining that goal, which is, what does that mean to me? What does being a good mother mean to me? What does doing it better mean to me? And at that point, I chunk down, I redefine my goal, and I take that word good, that label that I placed on it, that verb that I put on it, and I define what is good. And then I'm going to record again. Yay, I'm back. Awesome. Okay. Yay, 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 I'm back. Woo, it didn't even kick me off and I didn't have to start a new one. Yay. I was on a great roll. Okay. So let me go back. Hopefully I can find myself back to where I was, you guys. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Okay, let me tell you about my daughter. So I was giving you an example, and I love that Christy, you asked for an example. Okay, so here's the example. So that's the thing about my daughter. So I decided I wanted to do active listening, which means I wanted to allow her to empty out. I wanted to let my body go into a relaxed state rather than being tense. And then I want to just listen to her without running my responses. Then when she's emptied out and she's done, then just kind of take another deep breath and then be able to come back to her with wisdom, and then come back with my filters and my model of the world and all of my stuff, my internal representation, so I can hopefully help my daughter. And my intention for that is that I'm going to be a better listener for my mom. I'm going to be a better mom. I'm going to be a better listener for my daughter. And it's going to really improve our relationship, because my relationship with my daughter is hugely important to me. You know, you guys, love is my highest value. I've done values elicitation as part of NLP, and it was pretty amazing. And it's a process, you know, it's kind of interesting. So I've done that values elicitation. So love is my highest value, and my family is my sacred why. So anytime that I'm going to make a decision of where to put my time, energy, money, right, those kind of things, love is always what drives it, because that's my highest intention. And then, is this good for myself and my family, right? That's my ecology. So that's what I want to do with my daughter. So that is the example of setting the intention. So my intention is with my daughter, right? That was my goal. My intention is, when my daughter comes home from school, or when my daughter needs me, I am going to stop, and I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to take time, and I'm going to give her my full attention, and I'm going to allow her to say what she needs to say, so she can feel seen, heard, and loved. Okay? Do you get that? So do you get that the intention of me using that very forward moving language, the intention is the key, right? And the lock, and I just clicked that key into the lock. And then I can set up strategies for myself, right? So a strategy is exactly what I was talking about. I realized that I get tense. I don't want to get tense anymore. So instead, I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to look at her, you know, I'm going to allow her to empty out. I'm going to then, when she's empty, I'm going to take another deep breath, and then I'm going to go into what I need to say. I'm going to ask clarifying questions, because that's what active listening is. I'm going to ask any clarifying questions to make sure I really understand what she's telling me. And then I'm going to come back with the information so we can have a conversation. Okay. So that, my friends, is an example, just one example of the way we can do better in our life. It's a way that we can go from having life happen to us to being a sacred creator and a sacred manifester of our lives. And it's a way of being awake and aware. And that's what I want to do every Magic Mondays, you guys, my team and everybody else. I want you to just be awake and aware. You do not have to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. We have shadow, we have light. Some days we fail, some days we're successful, some days it's all of it, okay? You don't have to be perfect. There's just nothing about it. Spirituality married with our physicality is balance. That's the 8 of the infinity going sideways. I am constantly seeking balance and harmony. I am seeking to have as above, so below. So I'm seeking to have my spirituality and my physicality in here to use my knowledge and my personal growth and development to live the best possible life I can, and then share the information whenever I can with you guys on Mondays, and then also, you know, work and help my clients. So that's what I'm trying to do. So today, I just wanted to follow up with intention, okay? Intention, 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 it's key. And intention is an I am statement, a positive, forward-moving intention statement. And when you can lock in, if you can use intention to lock in with your goals and your values lock into that, then you can be unstoppable. You can be a magical manifester, okay?